You see this website? This is entirely created by Claude, and not just that, it is hosted on the GitHub pages just by Claude MCP GitHub server. And not just this, I'm always saying not just this because it has done a lot of things. It has created new GitHub repository. It has created the code, created the file, pushed the file to the repository, and also created a GitHub issue to add more functionality. To solve this functionality, the Claude had created one pull request on this same repository, which I merged later. And finally, I asked Claude, hey, everything is fine, but I want these pages to be hosted on the GitHub pages. So what it did is it created many GitHub workflows, and previously it was not working. So I asked Claude, hey, can you solve this? And finally, it solved it by creating final workflow, which worked and deployed to the GitHub pages. And you can see the result here. This is really mind-blowing, showing the capability of AI, what it can do for us. You know what? This thing is the future. So stop fearing about the AI, start embracing the AI. But if you like this kind of video, if you want more from my side on this Claude MCP, just comment below, I want more, and I'm going to create more videos on the Claude MCP using different servers, and that will be really mind-blowing and challenging for me. So if this video is really exciting and you feel that this is really the game-changing thing, hit subscribe and comment below. So let's start this video to see how we can use all of these things. I'm going to show each and every step, so please do not skip anything. Everything is just for you. To get started with this Claude Model Context Protocol, you can visit this article, the release article. I had created one video about that. You can check out the link in the description for that video. But today we are really going to use this MCP and see how powerful and incredible this is. For that, what we need to do, we need to visit this website, which is called modelcontextprotocol.io. This is the website where you will get all the information for this MCP, how to use it, why use it, what are the things you can do. And the crazy thing is we are going to create the GitHub repository, write the code from the Claude AI and create a pull request. As well as we are going to host the created website on the GitHub pages. So let's see how we can get started. The very first thing you need to do is to get the Claude desktop application. This is really important to really get started quickly. You can have other options also, but we are going to focus on the Claude desktop. So here you can see on this Claude desktop, we can just select which OS we are having. I'm using the Mac OS, so I'm just going to install this. Once this is installed, just drag this to application section so that Claude desktop is installed. Close this one and search for Claude. And here we have the Claude desktop application ready to use. And you just need to select the open because this is not from the Apple and they have the security things. Okay, so this is Claude, which is very nice. Hi, good morning. If I say it, just return me yes, good morning, things like that. But what we want to enable the MCP. The very first thing I want you to focus on here, that I don't have anything special here. What that special mean, you will going to see very soon once we set up the MCP for this Claude desktop application. How we can do? Let's go to the documentation. Just close this website, and on this documentation, if you scroll down, the prerequisite is Claude desktop, which we have already done. Then if you want, you can install these three if you are going to use the SQLite 3, but we are not going to use the SQLite 3. Instead, we are going to use something else. And to see what are the servers the MCP supports, you can visit the GitHub repository. So just click on this GitHub repository, and here on this Model Context Protocol GitHub, you will find another repository for servers. This repository is the one where you will find what are the things you can connect with this MCP. Right now, we are going to focus on this GitHub section also. So just go on the GitHub, and if you scroll down a bit, you will find this configuration to put on your configuration of the Claude desktop application. But how do we put this and where? For that, you need to go back to the documentation and scroll down. You will see if you are using the Mac OS, then you can visit this directory and then create this kind of file where you put all the configuration. So first, let's go to the library, application, support, and then Claude. For that, I will just go to the terminal, and here I'll say cd on the library, application support, and Claude. At this place, if I just go, I'm here, I need to create a new file called Claude desktop config.json. Remember to include underscore between the Claude desktop and config words so that it will be the correct file name which Claude desktop need. open this file using Vim. You can also use any editor or any way you want. Then you need to go to the repository where the information is given for the GitHub. So here we are, and now I need this MCP server of GitHub. Now in this, you can see this is a MCP server. So you can have many MCP servers. Among that, we are using the GitHub server. The command is npx, and they have some configurations, arguments basically. And then finally, they need the GitHub token. How we generate the GitHub token? Let's go. So here I go on this at the top. I will open the settings here in a new tab, by the way, and then I will go at the bottom on the left side to see the developer settings. And on this, I will go to the classic token, create new classic token, and then name it Claude, if I spell it right, MCP. And this can be very short duration because this is just testing. I will provide the repository access, workflow access, as well as user access and delete repository access if needed. Okay, once done, then go down, click on this green button to generate token. Once the generated token is here, you can simply copy this token because this token will be visible only once. So if I reload this, you can see that token is gone. So thanks, I have copied it. Okay, let's go here and let's paste this token. Okay, here, once I paste it, I save this file and get out. Now I can close the terminal very easily, but you can see nothing changed on the Claude desktop because I need to restart the Claude desktop. I close it, I restart, and just wait for 5 to 10 seconds. Then here you can see we have an MCP tool available. This way you have achieved the first step of creating or enabling the MCP server on your Claude desktop. So if you click here, you will find all the MCP tools they have given for the GitHub on our Claude desktop application. That's incredible. Now we need to use it. Okay, so I have maximized this Claude desktop application and zoomed a bit so that everything will be clear. But before moving into the real magic of this MCP on the GitHub, I just want to take a look on this LinkedIn post by Alex Albert, who is the head of Claude Relation. Here, he has shared this prompt where he asked Claude to create the HTML page, create the new repository, and obviously create a pull request. Everything in one go. But we will go one step ahead and host this website which Claude is going to create on our GitHub pages. So I have already copied this prompt from this, and now I'm going to paste this. Okay, so here is the prompt, and I just want the Claude to first follow these things, and once everything is done, then we will ask to host it on the GitHub pages. So let's hit this and see the magic happening. And now you can see this Claude is asking for the permission to use this GitHub tool of this MCP to create the new repository in your GitHub account. So yes, I can allow this for entire chat. You can also allow once, or you can deny. This is just really mind-blowing to ask for the security reason. Otherwise you will see like what 10 things happened at the once, and that is really incredible. It's now asking to run and create an update from the GitHub. So it's going to update something on GitHub. While this is doing some task, let's go on the GitHub and see what actually happening. So here you can see now I have one repository called simple page. If I go inside this simple page, there is an index.html page with a content inside it. You can see everything just happened by default, or I can say automated, and now the repository with the code is available. Now let's see what next. It's going to create a push from the GitHub. That means it's going to create a new pull request for us. That is another big thing for this Claude MCP thing. Okay, so I can just reload this page and wait for things to really happen, and I just don't want to go to the Claude desktop and see what exactly happening here. Okay, I need to go to the Claude desktop to allow for the permission, and now it is creating an issue first, which is a really good thing. First create an issue and then solve that issue by creating a new pull request. That's incredible thing which Claude is doing. That means we should have one issue. Yes, you can see now we have one issue. Add more content into the section. Every description is here. Wow, that's so great. And you can see this is not yet closed. And if I go on the pull request, it's not yet created the pull request, but very soon it is going to create the pull request also. Okay, now it's asking for the permission to create the pull request on our GitHub repository. So very soon we should have one pull request here. Wow, that's really great. This is here, which we have created everything with the help of Claude MCP server of GitHub. Isn't it really mind-blowing? This entire thing is so great. So let's just close this pull request, but I just want to ask Claude MCP if it can just close the pull request or not. So I can say merge the pull request you just created. Let's see if it is have the capability to merge it or not. So it says that while successfully created branch with the new changes, pull request action. Okay, so some problem is there. Okay, so it is doing another something great thing. Would you like to try a different approach? I say yes, try something else, whatever you want to do. I just want to complete my task of closing this pull request by merging it. So till now, nothing happened. Okay, so maybe we need to wait for this to complete. Okay, so it cannot directly merge the pull request. So I will go and merge the pull request and just confirm this pull request. Everything is done. And now I can go to the repository and see the index.html is now having more content. But how do I verify how it looks? And here is the incredible thing which you will never find anywhere else. I'm going to ask Claude MCP to host this website to the GitHub pages. So can you just host this website to GitHub pages? Okay, now let's see what this is going to do. Okay, now it's enabling our website to be on the GitHub pages. It's going to do some of the things. Basically, it need a GitHub workflow, which is going to deploy the application to the GitHub pages. And very soon we will going to have a link to our GitHub pages where we can see what Claude has created for us. Cool. This is the page link and I'm going to copy this. So let's just copy from here, how I can copy properly. Okay, so like this. And now I go hit this page. Okay, so I can see 404. So why this is happening? Let's go to this and we can see we don't have any action. Oh, we have the action, but this action is failing. So let's inform the Claude that something is wrong. So I get 404 on this page and I saw GitHub action is failing. GitHub action workflow is failing. Now this Claude with the MCP thing going to fix this and very soon we will going to have a great GitHub page for this website. Okay, so Claude has done some update. Let's see what happened on the GitHub workflow. So it has removed the old GitHub workflow, but it has added another one, which is having build completed, report build status completed, and deploy completed. That means if I now go and reload this page, yes, the website is here hosted on our GitHub pages. This website entirely created by Claude with very, very minimal prompt. And this is so incredible that we can automate everything in just one prompt. So this is the future of what this software development will look like. What do you think? Is this going to eat your job? Is this going to make you worry what's going to happen in the future? Let me know in the comment section because your comment will really, really powerful and give me the hope that yes, we can do something great. So if you don't want to get scared of the AI, start embracing the AI, use these things and see how AI is changing your life. And I'm going to come up with the second example of this Claude MCP very soon in the next coming video. So please go and hit subscribe to this YouTube channel and obviously hit like, share this video with your friends so that everyone know how powerful Claude MCP is. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.